And let's see if Google is actually going to cooperate today. Hopefully, maybe we got a shot at it, right?
Well, it's not on Stadia, is it?
No.
Blame everything on Stadia. There you go.
Oh my God, it's working quick today.
It's what the
Holy
cool
shit.
kids are doing.
So they say, anyway.
Dude, all I know is I canceled my Stadia, and I could not be happier. After seeing
Good call, man.
Well, what is up, Mr. Shizno? So yeah, it is actually working better than it has the last couple of weeks. That's awesome. I hit live, it actually went. That's scary and creepy as fuck.
It's like it's shocking. You might want to check, like, I don't know, like a voodoo doll under your desk or something, man.
I know, dude. I'm looking. I'm kind of
Start knocking on wood right now, man. You just be like, yeah,
it's
there you
Ikea,
go. You're good.
It's IKEA. Does that count?
Sure.
Hopefully, maybe.
It's partially. It's got to be have some wood in there. I mean,
There's
come on.
some wood, some styrofoam, maybe I don't know, paper clips. Who knows? All right, it is Wednesday night. Welcome to Gaming Beyond the Box, the podcast that really doesn't give a fuck what you think. We're just here to tell you, I don't know, we're here to entertain you and talk about a few games while we do it. So we will start off with our special guest, the Marlboro Man himself, Crispy Bomb. What's going on, Crispy?
Going on, everybody? I am a little fired up. If anybody watched Retro the other night, I'm not too happy with this game of the year BS, and it's really not all about Death Stranding either. But we'll get into that.
Oh yeah, we're going to get into it. And Fork Boy, I'm sorry. What's going on, Fork Boy?
What's up, everybody? Just here hanging out, enjoying some Marlboro Man talk, and listening to his wonderful Lieutenant Dan impression, apparently. Just, yeah, enjoying myself with the Forking crew, and should be an entertaining show. Trying to play on my Google Stadia. Oh, that's right, I canceled it.
We'll get into that one, too. And then we've got Mr. H.R. Bomber. What's going on, Mr. Bomber?
Yo, what's going on?
There it is. There's the money.
I'm here, doing the thing. Got off work, kids, piss me off, that sort of thing. Just the normal dad day every day.
Yeah.
But just definitely ready to talk about some crazy topics. And of course, what everybody's so up and roar about on the Twitter. So let's do this.
All right. And then we got Leo.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming out. I've been doing okay. Just been gaming a lot.
You sound so depressing, dude. You're like, I'm
That
here.
does sound depressing. You've been gaming a lot. Why is that depressing?
Yeah, I'm here. I've been gaming a lot. I hate my life.
Sorry.
I can't level up an Anthem. I failed.
Anybody can level up in the Anthem.
Actually, I've barely been playing. I've been playing Neo and Ulterior.
I sound like I'm in a toilet. That's interesting. How the hell do I sound like I'm in a toilet ashtray? Anyway, and then we have Ghost. What's going on, Mr. Ghost?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for coming out and listening to our shenanigans. Just make sure to hit that like button because it matters, I hear. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing good. I'm high. Girlie's recovering from, well, if you're on Twitter, you fucking know. If you don't, I'm not going to explain it. I don't really give a fuck. But I'm doing well. Jedi Fallen Order is pretty badass. I'm still rocking Modern Warfare, having a great time. Everybody blaze on. Let's start this bitch.
Well put, dude.
If she stopped having sex with her ear, she wouldn't have problems.
Look, man, we all got our things.
True.
We're not going to get into that. That's a different type of podcast altogether. We're not going to go into that one.
It's starting some kind of new podcast.
No, we've got two already. We're good. We're not going to get into that one.
Well, you could take advantage of the adult part of the YouTube now. I mean,
hey, I've got my settings changed. This show is not for children. Repeat, this show is not for children.
And why is Fork in here?
That's a different story.
I slipped in through the cracks.
You like going into the crack.
Okay, anyway.
The surprise packs.
Before we lose control of this whole thing here with Ghost and Cracks, because I just see that's the way we're headed for some odd reason.
I mean, crack's bad, man.
Crack's whack.
Crack's bad. Okay.
But I
I
do
mean,
want to.
don't get me wrong. There's like a strand called green crack with weed. It's fucking tits, bro. It's fucking nice.
In case anybody did not
So
read,
green crack's good.
in case anybody did not read the Twitter notification that I sent out earlier today, we want you to gobble until you wobble. And what that means is, if you tuned in last week, we had people come onto the show and do their Wookiee impersonation. Tonight, if you want to do a turkey, we will give you a game of your choice. If you're brave enough to hop into Discord and hop on here live with everybody, and you give us your turkey impersonation, and we will give you a free game of your choice. It can be on Xbox, it can be on PC, Xbox, doesn't really matter where. Just when we get ready to do that, if you want to hop in, we will give you a game of your choice. But
I'm
you
so
gotta
down.
sound like a turkey.
Can it
Oh,
be on
I'm
my
so
Neo
down.
Geo?
Can it be what?
On my Neo Geo?
If we can find them, sure. If you
No,
want a
we're
copy,
gonna hear.
if
There's
you
always
want,
some guy.
if you want a copy of Oregon Trail, I'm sure we can find you one of those too.
Did
Look,
you just pick
Oregon
one of
Trail-
those at, like,
You can get that
Walmart?
thing
It's like
from
a
Walmart,
handheld
yeah.
thing. Yeah, right. Like, I mean, let's be serious here.
I think it's
Oregon
like
Trail,
$9.99.
like,
Like, you're still getting dysentery around Kansas. It happens there.
exactly.
I can't help it.
Half the internet would have been dead before Kansas. Let's be honest.
Exactly. But I do want to clear something up before we get started. We've been doing this show for 6 months now, and me and the Forking crew, you know, we've amassed a pretty huge following. And one thing I do want to say is, Fork actually put it out earlier this week. The Forking crew is a small group. Most of us are here in this podcast. So don't be blaming other people for anything, you know, with the Forking crew, because they're not part of the actual Forking crew. The second thing I want to address, Google is an amazing thing. And I mean that in the simple fact, it takes 5 minutes to do a Google search. I'm not into the whole YouTube bullshit of he said, she said, and all that. When something comes to my mind, every guy on this panel will tell you, I will let you know. And tonight, I'm going to let you know. We do this for fun. That's it. We're here. We want to make everybody laugh, talk about some games. Won't you forget about the bullshit for a couple of hours? That's it. That's the whole purpose behind us doing this. Nobody here is, you know, trying to get rich or make a career out of this channel. Which brings me to the second point. I don't even know what a fucking bot is, except for when somebody bots on a microphone. But here's where Google comes in handy, folks. If you Google Wilmy Hood, I have a Facebook page that has almost 8,000 followers. On Twitch, I have 12,000 followers. My old Facebook page had 30,000 followers till I got zooped. So it's a simple thing of arithmetic. Actually, if anything, I suck at advertising because I should have a lot more followers. We should have a lot more subscribers on the channel than what we have, considering I'm all over all social media, everywhere. Wilmy Hood's been a thing since 2014. So we don't know, I wouldn't even know where to start botting. So, and it would do us no purpose anyway. And the bottom line is this: why would we do the things we do? I've given away 39 consoles since June. And I've lost track of how many games. The Forking crew is always doing something for somebody. And we don't ask for anything in return. We just want to make gaming fun. That's it. So I'm just shutting that shit down before it gets started. I don't do the whole YouTube drama. We're not going to get involved in it. I mean, if you have any questions, come to me. I can show you. That's it. It's done. It's over. That's the end of the discussion. Now, let's talk about, I know Crispy's dying to talk about it. The awards. Go ahead. Give us your thoughts, Crispy.
I just, and my worst part of this is that a fighting game that came out last year is nominated for Game of the Year. Is it a good game? I've played it. Yes, it's a good game. Is it Game of the Year material? And I'm talking about Smash Brothers Ultimate. No, it is not Game of the Year material. Okay. Number 2, Death Stranding is nominated for 9 things. Okay, and 2 of them, and I'm not gonna get into detail, but you can look yourself. The descriptions are loose for a Death Stranding, and there's actually a lot of nominations and a lot of categories that they don't seem to fit right. And you can go through and really look yourself because there's too much, disparity in a lot of this. On top of that, for if Gears what has 2 nominations, I mean, everybody can say what they want, but most people that have played the game and played the single player, most people just played the single player, said the game was amazing. Okay. Now, the thing that I'm going to point out that I've kind of looked into is that I think what Death Stranding had going for it is releasing right before the awards. But that comes down to my final thing. Then you should have had it on the 22nd, like you did last year, as the cutoff, and had Jedi Fallen Order included. And that's where I say that you have pushed it back a whole week from the year before, and you can't fit in games that you fit in the year before in that period of time. Now, apparently they put in the nominations on November 1st, but why couldn't you push it back at least a week? I don't understand it. I mean, there's a lot of variables. I mean, you could say that Gears had glitches. Well, Control had plenty of glitches too. So I don't see it. I think a lot of games got snubbed out of this, or at least weren't recognized in the right categories. It's a little ridiculous.
Well, I don't understand everybody's emphasis on the whole thing. Is it really that big of a deal? I mean, I just don't see it. It doesn't really determine whether the game's great. It doesn't make it bad if it doesn't get nominated. Do I think Gears 5 should have been nominated? Maybe. But I personally, and everybody knows I'm a huge Gears fanatic, I didn't find 5 that great. I mean, it was good. It was better than 4. I didn't think it was revolutionary. But I still like the game. Did I put as many hours into it? No, not really. But that doesn't mean Gears 5 is a terrible game. This is just like we were talking before the stream started. This is kind of like the Oscars. I mean, most movies that win Oscars, most of us have never even heard of. That doesn't mean you're going to run out and watch them. Well, some people do, because some people are just into that shit. But,
legendary. Sorry.
I hear you. But that doesn't mean that Gears is bad, and that doesn't mean any other games is bad. But what does puzzle me is Control. That's the one game I really didn't.
Puzzling as fuck.
Yeah, I don't understand how Control got thrown in here. I've played Control.
I didn't play Control, but I never heard anybody talking about, oh my god, it's a great game. So that's where I was confused on it. I was like, wait, what? So, sorry to cut you off, Wilmy. But
no, you're good. I'm trying to figure out why YouTube still got it going on as the horror cast. What the fuck?
That's why I was like, why does it say horror?
Because it's about to be horrific.
Because Nick put it on Twitter, but it was in white, so I was like, why does it say horror cast?
But I mean, to me, I guess what annoyed me the most, and I guess I shouldn't say annoyed, but one, and I put it on, damn it, I can't think. Crispy, help me. I put it on RDX's post. I can't think of his name.
Oh, okay.
Dealer?
Yeah, I put it on Dealer's post because he was posting about it and someone was kind of ripping into him. And I was like, look, I don't understand how you can have Game of the Year and yet it's not January 1st to December 31st. That's a year. Now, if you're going by financial year, okay, that's completely different. I understand that. But at the end of the day, I don't get how you can literally talk about games and be like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't care. To me, I don't buy a game because it got 15 awards. I buy a game because, hey, Ghost says, hey, it's really good, or Wilmy says, hey, you need to try this out, which I've done. Why? Because I trust their opinion. If they say, hey, I think you'll really like this, I'll look into it. To me, I don't care if it won 14 awards. I've played enough games that won 20 awards that just not my cup of tea. It doesn't matter. If that's what decides whether or not you're going to play a game, awesome, that's great. But who
Or depressing.
Yeah, I mean, who's the person that gave
I've
these
got
people the
balls of
authority of, oh, well,
steel.
these are the final say-so, okay? Academy Awards, who gives a shit? At the end of the day, it's just a big-ass circle jerk.
Right. Like, who respects fucking Knightley's opinion on anything?
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, the guys in the game. Was anybody really surprised about Death Stranding?
I'm not surprised by any of it with the Death Stranding bullshit, because, I mean, Knightley's just a douchebag like all the rest of them, and trying to make it seem like, his little award show matters, and I guess it matters to the, some people, but to me, it's like, the award shows shouldn't fucking matter to really anybody that gives a shit about playing video games, because you play the games you want to play anyway, right?
Exactly.
But the funny part about the whole thing, though, is watching both groups. You've got the Xbox on one side, the PlayStation on the other. They're throwing rocks at each other across the street, and then they're accusing each other of doing it, but they're both doing it. It's weird. You can't, if you're a fanboy, don't call somebody else a fanboy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, at the end of the day,
I
it's
understand.
like,
I got you.
I don't get it. If you play, great, you play. It doesn't matter what system you play on, because guess what? At the end of the day, we still play with a controller. We're all
Most are
gamers.
multi-plats anyway.
Yeah, so
And
I mean,
most
who
of us
cares?
a keyboard too.
Right.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's still classified as a controller in a way. So, I mean, to me,
Yeah.
I don't get it why people are the way they are. And, oh, well, this is better. Well, that's better. Well, that's great. Your mom sucked me off better last night. It doesn't matter.
Damn.
No
I
way.
hear you. That had to be gross, dude.
Console wars
That's been dead for a long time.
Like, if you really want to, I hate console wars. I don't get why people think they need to just shout out why something's better. It's like, okay, Nike and Reebok did this back in the fucking 80s. Who gives a shit?
And
They
Nike
want
won.
attention, basically. At least
Yeah,
that's
And
how I
look,
see it.
and
But Nike won.
Pepsi and Coca-Cola did it too. And look, what happened? Michael Jackson's hair caught fire.
That was awesome.
Oh, that was actually pretty good.
You know, I mean, it's pointless. It's just endless rhetoric that, or like Ava said, it's like left or right twigs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean,
But
at the end of the day, it's like, look, the Game Awards are like the console wars. Everyone has an opinion, and it's like what my dad told me. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and they stink. So,
And now,
I mean,
wait a minute. Was it your dad that told you that, or was it your weird drunk uncle that told you something entirely different about your asshole?
well, I mean, I thought we were going to bring that up, but
Or did we have to go there?
more hours of therapy for me, no big
Okay,
deal.
well, I mean, Leo was texting me to say that, so you can blame Leo.
I can't help it.
I tell you guys one secret, and you can't even keep it a secret. But, I mean, that's my opinion. I don't get it. I think it's stupid. If you want to argue it, I'm not going to argue it with you. Play your
argue
game,
with, like,
enjoy
yeah.
it. Who cares what got nominated for what? I'm sure. You know what? Here's the thing. This show called it. We may not have been first, but guess what? We called it way back when Death Stranding started showing the ping, because the next day we went live and all of us said, watch, Death Stranding wins Game of the Year.
Now, I'm going to I know this isn't the popular opinion. I like Death Stranding.
No, you know what? I've seen it, and some of the things I've seen, I think it's kind of cool. It's different, and you know what? Hey, different is kind of cool. Just, I don't think you should have the person that's hosting the show in your game. If you're really going to put that much emphasis on the award.
Yeah, well, you could tell that it was probably set up that way, and he wanted to make sure he got his little award because he wants to further his own bullshit. I mean, from a power move, kind of I'm a douchebag way. Like, I get what he's doing, but Kojima's still the biggest douchebag ever. So whatever.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a douchebag move. But I don't really have a problem with Death Stranding. I know a lot of people, it's not their cup of tea, but I've enjoyed it. I like following the story.
The story's great.
The whole thing with Kojima, talking about, if you're in the U.S., you don't get it because you got to play bro shooters and all that shit.
Yeah.
Even though it sold better here than in the U.S. and got better ratings here than the U.S.
I think it was Salty that said it didn't matter. It doesn't matter if what he said was good, it wouldn't have been misinterpreted But since it was bad, they're calling it he's misinterpreted.
Well, get a better interpreter.
No shit.
Didn't you pay them to translate? Just
That's the
saying.
same one he's had for years. So
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, Siri will translate for free.
You're probably right.
I mean,
And there's Google Translate, where you can just take a picture and just boom, there you go.
yeah,
That's it.
I mean, I've watched streams. I've watched Leo stream it. I've watched Wilmy stream it. I've watched a couple other big people stream it. And to me, it's different. It looks interesting. Am I going to buy it? No, because I don't have a PlayStation. But it's interesting. Now, mind you, a lot of people may not like it. Why? Because the story is not laid out in front of you of point A, point B. You actually have to dig into it and actually try to understand it. You may not like that, and that's fine. I'm I just want to play, shoot shit, and enjoy stuff with my friends, which most people know that I don't play a lot of single-player games.
That's because you get tired of doing most things by yourself.
You're damn right. Masturbating sucks after a while, man, okay? That's
The
just
chafing
chase.
alone.
And
But,
lube's expensive, damn it.
And
Well, you just spit on it then.
Man, there ain't no skin left on that, is there?
Nah, man, and you can only spit on shit so much before the saliva starts causing problems, too, so...
Okay, that was way too much info. But the funny part is, with these games, and I'm not a huge fan of Metacritic either, but you've got Control has an 85. What's this? SSB Ultimate 93. Resident Evil 2 is a 93. Sekiro died twice.
Why is that even on there? It's a fucking
It's a
remake.
90. Yep. Death Stranding is 83 and The Outer Worlds is 86. So, but I just
So
don't. The only one that makes me, that puzzles me is Control. I beat Control. I've played all the way through it. I played through it on my PC and on my Xbox. Game of the year, this game's not.
See, the problem is you're not sophisticated enough to understand the reason why we award these games the way they are. We look
That
at
must be
these.
it.
Is that like Knightley's Twitter handles like saying?
I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it's just one of those things where it's like I've seen award things where people are like, I don't understand this, and they'll respond with, "Well, we're sophisticated and we use a very difficult algorithm." And it's like, no, you don't.
You
went
pick
with
what you
just
want.
bullshit. I don't give a damn. But hey, you know what? Go ahead, give out the awards. I don't care because at the end of the day, it doesn't affect what I'm going to buy. Doesn't affect what I'm going to do. Doesn't affect what I play with my friends. Because I don't go through the aisle saying, "Oh, this one won Game of the Year." Why? Because 9 times out of 10, I already own the game. I don't buy games after they've been out for 6 months.
And Cyber Knox, I completely agree with that statement too. Cyber says Resident Evil 2 Remake is a fantastic game, but should not be nominated for Game of the Year.
Exactly. It has no business being up there. It was completely ridiculous.
I mean, they could say, hey, we're nominating it because they went from a 2D to a 3D. Okay, that's great, but it's still the same fucking game. Other than that, you didn't change the story.
And
look at Super Smash Bros. It's the same game that came from the Wii.
Yeah,
No,
exactly
it's not
the
the
same
same game.
It's the
It's a
same
new
thing.
game.
It's the same thing.
What's the difference? What's the monumental difference?
Nothing that I know.
Okay.
They just
you
remade
might
it.
you might as well put an MK11 or something up there.
Mario?
Yeah, like
Mario has a bigger bulge in his pants. On Switch, you can see it better.
But granted, okay, I'm not gonna be hating on a game. I just for the game of the year, there's quite a few other just gems that should have been up there. Even
least
Metro
nominated.
Exodus was pretty huge. Devil May Cry did big things.
I don't know that Anthem was gonna get nominated for shit.
Nominated for a shitty ass game.
I think you can get that for $10 now. I think I might pick it up.
Yeah, I personally can't defend Smash because I've never played it, so.
Well, I mean, my big thing is
I've never played
my
Switch,
definition of Game of the Year is it's the game that is the best of that. Not sold the most, it's the best. It is hands down hey, you've got to play this game.
There's the argument for Death Stranding. I mean, not everyone. I've watched way too many reviews that say, "Can I recommend this to my entire fan base?" No, I'm not. And that's where I go, is that really the game of the year? I'm
That's
just
great.
saying.
That's great.
Because most people
You know,
that played Red Dead Redemption 2, even if they didn't finish it like me or got tired of it, whatever, would still recommend the game to pretty much everybody. Like, you should play this game because
Exactly.
And
it's
see,
that
then you would
good.
have people like me that would go,
That-
"No, fuck you, Bomber," because I don't even, I don't care for Rockstar.
You like being the cowboy. You hush. You hush.
No,
It was.
I-
It was.
I have
not
pictures
my
of
thing.
Will Meat with just a cowboy hat on. Just saying.
I'm just.
How
Red
the fuck
Dead
did
was
you
a-
get those?
Red
Really,
Dead
no.
2? Red Dead 2 was a pretty dope
Damn
game,
hacker.
though.
I
But
mean,
it didn't win. It lost to
God of
Breath
War.
the
God of
Wild,
War,
so-
right?
Yeah.
Oh
God
yeah,
of War.
that God of War. Whatever. Breath of
mean-
the Wild one was before it. Whatever.
I mean, when was the last time an Xbox game won?
It hasn't.
The redheaded stepchildren never win.
I think it was
Even Halo didn't even win.
did one of the original Gears games ever win it? I can't remember.
Nope.
Oh, they never did.
Usually it's like Nintendo.
Was that even around when Gears?
Oh,
like,
that's
1
right.
through
I'm
3
sorry.
was there?
I forgot. We don't make good games for Xbox. Xbox sucks. Sorry, guys. I forgot the ponies.
You need to remember that, man.
It's just no said Xbox games aren't allowed.
Well, I mean,
Xbox has
hey,
no
you
game,
can say what you
remember?
want, but we do have Outer Worlds in there. I mean, but everybody's like, "Oh, it's
But
multiplayer." Well,
Xbox-
Xbox Game Studios.
Oh,
helped
now wait,
finish
well,
that
I mean,
game.
You
You
gotta think
knew.
though. Microsoft had nothing to do with that game. Technically, that
I-
game wasn't theirs. They didn't even help it.
I
That's
knew the
too-
night that
that's dope.
that Jeff Cox, whatever his name is, Jeff Knightley.
Nightly.
Keithley?
When he
Is
when,
it? Wait, is it Keith? I thought it
It's
was
like
Nightly.
Coughley or Healy?
That
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
matter.
Healy? I don't
Yeah,
know.
Whatever.
Jeff-
I don't really pay attention to the guy, so
when they walked on the stage and he didn't even call them by the correct name, he called them the
Yeah, when
collective.
the collective and
yeah,
not the
I mean,
coalition. I
you
was like,
knew-
"You're a douchebag," and he didn't
Yeah.
even change it. He didn't
Oh,
even
no.
go, "Oops, my bad." No, he just went with it. I'm like, dude, you're reading a freaking teleprompter to tell you what you're supposed to say. You
Yeah,
read.
and you honestly couldn't
Hey,
even get the
not
name of the
everyone
company
can
right.
read.
That's true.
I'm sorry, he's pretty freaking educated. Yeah, he can read.
Supposedly.
But I mean, I knew right
allegedly.
then at that moment.
Allegedly educated.
You're like, yeah, Gears isn't going far because he didn't even get the name right.
I mean, some people can argue, did Gears do anything monumentally different from Gears 4? Okay, if you want to make that argument, that's
it was
fine.
a better story than 4.
We can make that argument. But then why is Red Resident Evil 2 in there? It's just
Well,
great.
yeah, Resident Evil.
Why
Like,
is Smash
that's
Brothers
just-
in there? Because guess what? It's the same thing. So
Well, I mean, if they wanted to vote for like best fighter, they could loop those into one every year for fighting games. But there's no need for Smash Brothers or any Mortal Kombat or any rest of it because it's like it's not.
And would we want anything different? Are we? I hear people say it was another Gears, but at the same time, I mean, I want to play Gears. I don't want to play freaking
Microsoft,
Death Stranding or something.
Microsoft
You know what I mean?
said,
Like, I
according
just
to
don't.
numbers, that Gears 5 outsold Gears 4.
Well,
In the-
you know
you
the
know, in the
problem,
first
Christy. If Marcus would have had a baby attached to his chest, this would have been differently. And if he would have
just
been
never know.
drinking, if he would have been drinking Monster, this would have went differently.
the Locust
Oh
turned
no!
JD
I hear
into a
smoking
kid.
the cigar. The smoking the cigar was the biggest part of it. He needed to be smoking a cigar, and it would have been game of the year. I will say this: they should have. If you played Act 1 in that game, they should have stuck with a similar feel as that. You know what I mean? Because when they went to that traversal, I get you're trying to do something different, but it took away from the game. It really did because
Yeah,
it
that's
felt.
fair.
It felt really big in that first act, and then it was like, I gotta go and look for things. Like, this is not what we wanted from Gears, you know what I mean? Like, and that's to say, people still said it's a Gears game, and I get it, but Division 2 was another Division game. Freaking, the next God of War is gonna be in God of War 2 is gonna be the same kind of game that it is now because it's a good mold that's worked, and now they're gonna continue with it. I mean, so. Is it not worthy of at least a nomination? Am I saying it's the game of the year? No, actually, I think a game like Sekiro probably deserves the win. But it is what it is. I mean, we got what we got. The only problem I have is that some of these casuals might buy into this shit.
Well, I think that's what they're looking towards. They're looking for the people that aren't like I would say more hardcore gamer. They're looking for the casual gamer that just likes all the fucking fluff and bullshit, and
The problem
the
though
crazy-
is the casual gamer is what sells the games. The hardcore makes a very small percentage of the market.
and that's what I'm saying. Like this is what like the bigger portion, like the guys that like us that sit around and like try to depict everything, are like, that's a fucking interesting skin there, Fork. Anyway,
Is somebody walking through leaves in their backyard or what?
That's what it sounds like.
sorry, I
Yeah.
was scratching my beard. Sorry.
Scratching your beard, scratching your balls.
It was my beard. That's why it sounds like
Homie,
leaves rustling.
if your beard sounds like that, you might want to, dig down in there and see what's hiding in that bitch.
Oh man, it's all right.
You sure? Jesus.
Yeah,
Got
man,
nuts
I
in
brush
there.
I brush it out, man.
Doesn't
It's
sound
all
right
good.
at all. That doesn't sound good at all.
It's. I mean, I got fucking my iPhone in my earpods or whatever the fuck in, so maybe I don't know. Maybe it was too close to the actual microphone, and you guys were getting like some super like crackling of
Cloud
my
just
beard.
said-
I mean,
Is it
I'm
your bald
rubbing
beard
my beard right now.
Oh, and I'm gonna.
Just start turning around, make some money off of beard ASMR.
I bought
Nice.
something
Good call,
today.
Nick.
I bought something today that's probably going to shock everybody in our chat. I bought a Switch Lite.
Ooh.
Nice.
I bought.
Yeah, but then you all let us down and let us know that you already have a fucking Switch.
Well,
We're all like, "Oh man, that's awesome!" You're like, "I already have a
I
Switch."
do. I do
told
have
us that
the
a while
regular. I do
I
have
had
the
a
regular
Switch.
Switch, and I don't really play it. I'm not really sure why, but I bought my wife one of the Switch Lites this morning, and I was looking at hers. I'm like, oh, okay. It actually, I don't know. I prefer it over the actual Switch console. So,
Cool.
Maybe that's why they're selling more. Because I mean, they're not specifying SKUs, and like I think the UK dropped it. They sold like 300,000. Every other console sold like 30 or something.
well, I think too the screen actually looks better on the Lite than it does on the Switch itself, on the regular Switch.
Did they upgrade the screen on the light? I mean, mind you, I didn't really pay
To
attention to
me,
it. So
to me, it looks like it. I don't know for sure, but I mean, to me, it actually looks like they've changed the screen. It looks a lot.
I know it's going to be pretty. It's what 150 on Black Friday. The light.
Well, mine will be here Friday, but oh well, I didn't get that deal on it. But yeah, I was kind of shocked too. I was playing around with my wife's, and I'm like, oh my god, this little thing's actually kind of cool. So I've got
playing
one
around with your
coming.
wife's. Is that how you get kids?
Yeah, that's
It's usually how it works.
I am not going to say anything because I know she's listening to the podcast. I'm waiting to see her name pop up any second now.
Hopefully, there's no stick drift.
Bends to the left. Oh god, it bends to the left.
Well, back 20 years ago when my kids were born, the sticks were nice and firm, so they didn't drift much. We didn't
Sticks?
have
Sticks.
He's a mutant.
Yeah, I think you might be thinking the sticks are something else besides what we're thinking they are.
It's all the chemicals, man. But is that everybody? Is that the end of the discussion for the?
Now let's move on. I mean,
yeah. Let's.
At the end of the day, it's bullshit. It's blah blah blah. It's basically fanboy. Who cares? That's all it is.
The next amazing topic. This is Fork's favorite. Google Stadia.
Hey, it's the next best thing.
So hold on, before we get into it, am I the only one on this podcast that actually ordered it before I go?
Wait a minute. Let's rephrase that. Are you the only person on this podcast that was fucking dumb enough to pre-order it?
We can go with that.
Oh, you did the right thing. You canceled it. Right?
Yeah, so I mean, did anybody else pre-order it before I go any further?
No.
No.
Okay, so I pre-ordered it because I was like, hey, you know what? What they're advertising sounds pretty cool if it works. And mind you, I had told Ghost, told others at the time, if it works, it could be really cool. Could be monumental. My big thing was this could push xCloud even faster and see what happens. However, a week ago when they announced, hey, we're not going to have this or this or this or this or this or this, or I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and cancel because this isn't sounding very good.
There's a lot of features they took out of that. Like, I mean, and they're saying that they're still going to release them, but it's like you kind of promise these people that, good on you for canceling it, because I mean, if you're getting promised all these features that a lot of other console, it is kind of a console, we could say, in some way, you know what I mean? Like, and you got to say that that's kind of messed up that you're going to take away all these things. You know what I mean? Like, what are we thinking here? Like, you want to be successful at launch, and you're going to take away is it like 7 features or something that it had, and said, this one will be 3 months down the road, and then this one we don't know yet. And it's like, you guys are already like flopping yourselves immediately.
Yeah, it doesn't have any of the features that they promised at all. They took them and said,
well, it has
next
some.
year.
The problem is, majority of them that actually make it something kind of cool, it's missing, and now people are posting videos of how much lag it has.
I've
And they're like,
watched
well,
several. It does not.
You
look
have to
good.
have it on the highest, the highest internet, 5G. And they sent me the instructions on how to get the best out of it, which I thought was funny because I'm like, I canceled it. Why are you sending me instructions? And it talked about don't stream movies or other devices while you play this. I'm like, I thought you said we only need 24 meg download to do this. Most internet nowadays is 24 is pretty low. I mean, I have 1 gig download. So, and it talked about all these things of don't be on 2.4. You have to be on 5. You have to do this. Hardwire is better. And it's kind of like, okay, all I'm hearing is this isn't good. And then IGN, who probably has a 1 gig download, is showing videos of it being laggy as shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, and they're like, well, IGN probably... No. If IGN doesn't have fast internet, none of us do. I mean, let's be honest. It's a gaming company. I guarantee they got some pretty fast shit.
Well, I don't know. They got some pretty foobarred writers. Never mind. I
Yeah.
didn't realize my microphone was still on. I'm sorry.
That's totally true, though.
Isn't California got like really good internet too? Especially in San Francisco.
I think
Where
they
they're
have a lot of
stationed.
fiber optics and everything. Like,
They do,
they're
and
pretty
so
well
to me-
infrastructured.
Yeah, and to me it's like... And then other people are releasing videos all over the internet of how laggy it is. And all these videos are out there. Obi is one of them, posting all these videos of xCloud on their phone on 5G or 4LTE, no lag whatsoever. And it's like, you're trying to take on Microsoft, who basically threw the gauntlet down at XO19, because that, to me, that's what XO19 was aimed at.
I
Nobody
think so,
else.
too.
It was aimed at Stadia, basically dropping the mic, go, come on, bitches, bring it.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is that xCloud at this point, they're already saying that they could almost drop the entire Game Pass library onto there if they wanted to, but they're just doing it in increments.
They're doing it smart, though. They're only releasing certain things. That way, if there's a problem, they can fix it instead of releasing the entire thing and going, oh, there's a problem, and we don't know where it's at.
But yes, I agree with you on that one, Thor, because I swear, man, the way XO19 went down, it was almost like they just didn't come right out and say, fuck you, Google, but they were pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to somebody on the phone when XO19 came out, driving home. I think it was either you, Wilmy, or Leo, or Bomb, or one of you guys. And it was like, I don't even think this was aimed at PlayStation. I don't think it was aimed at anybody besides we want to acquire markets in Asia, which Final Fantasy and a couple others. And basically, all we want to do is strengthen our library and basically throw our nuts on the table and say, suck it, Stadia. And that's all. That's pretty much what it sounded like. It was like, hey, we got E3. We're okay. We're just aiming at one person right now.
That's the way I see it, too.
Yeah, me too. Logical.
It's really great strategery.
Strategery.
I posted on Twitter, and Final Fantasy, that was pretty big pickup for them. There's a lot of people that love Xbox Live that always love the services.
Yakuza,
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yakuza.
I'm sorry.
One thing that wasn't mentioned
Yakuza,
at XO19 but was mentioned in an interview with Phil Spencer is he's 100% certain that Final Fantasy XIV will be coming to Xbox Live.
But see,
It's just a matter of getting it over. But he said in
All
the
right.
interview, no, we're already working with them. We're going to get it over.
Can I ask a quick question? What's the big deal with that one? Does that
It's
matter?
MMORPG.
Oh,
I mean,
14 is going to be an MMO?
No, 14 is an MMO.
yeah, they updated it. They actually pulled back they refunded people. They pulled back the game. They
So Final
valid it
Fantasy
for another 2 years.
Wow, I didn't know all
came
that.
out and it crashed, and then they came out with Final Fantasy 14 ARR, A Realm Reborn. and anybody that played the original got the game for free, got a whole bunch of stuff in it, and they are also, when they released it, it was on PC and on PlayStation only. But now they're saying that Phil Spencer said he's in talks with Square Enix, and he believes it's coming.
I bet
And
Phil
for him
can
to-
get it done.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
for him to say it in an interview, I'm thinking he's already talked to Square Enix. It's just a matter of, one, Square Enix I don't think runs the game. I think it's another company, kind of like Xenix runs ESO. It's not Bethesda. And so it's just a matter of getting them on the servers and everything. So, yeah, Square Enix, if he's already said that, I honestly believe it's going to happen. To me, I'd love that. I thought Final Fantasy was fun. It is not an easy game. It is a grind, but
It's a
a lot
great
of fun.
game.
Oh, dude, it's great. Yeah, that's my
I haven't
soapbox.
played a Final Fantasy in a while. It's been a long.
Well, see, 14 is different. It still has a lot of the stuff, but it is a little bit different. It still has a storytelling, stuff like that, but it's multiplayer, so you're playing with other people the entire time. So it
Are you
does...
just a single player, or are you like
No.
multiple character kind of?
No, so the way that they do it is kind of almost like ESO, where you have one character, and if you want to be a priest, then you put on the priest weapon, and it automatically changes your gear out, and it changes your skill set out. But it also, whatever level you are as the priest is that level, and then as you change your weapons, it just constantly changes your classes. So you could beat whatever class you want to be. You just have to go level that class up. And that's one of the big things about it, because World of
That's a
Warcraft,
cool kind of perk.
if you want to be a priest, well, you have to then go level up a new character. So it was
I get what you're saying. That's pretty dope that they did it that way, though.
Yeah, and mind you, it was a little difficult to do some stuff, but with the expansions they've released, they've actually made it a whole lot easier to do a whole bunch of stuff. So the only thing that most people don't like is it is $15 a month. There is no free pass to it. It's a subscription.
Is the game free then?
No.
I don't.
The game, you buy it, and I think you get like a month or 2 months free, and then from there to play, it's $15.
So it's like a $60 game.
Yep.
And then
World of Warcraft.
They turn around and charge me a monthly fee to keep playing that game.
Yeah. Basically, because you're playing on servers, you're paying to basically play on their servers. Is what it is.
That's how big of a following they have. Like
That's
why
pretty
that was
amazing.
a big deal.
I didn't realize that. That's cool.
I mean, I
don't have a problem with paying for fees for servers.
I think they honestly,
it's
I want to
life.
say, I think on the last time I looked, they have 5 or 6 million active players or active accounts.
Jeez.
Oh, see, that's amazing.
So World of Warcraft is still top dog. I think at every expansion they peak at still 9 million.
Yeah, I think they're currently current at like 7.5 right now.
Yeah, I mean when WoW Classic came out, they said that the accounts were all the same, but they peaked up to 14 million between the two combined, and you could use the same account. So people can say, well, they're the same person, just 2 separate accounts. No, you can use one account, play both. They just peaked that high because that many people returned. I think they've died back down, though. I don't know what the numbers are now, but at one point it was at 14. And mind you, WoW back in the day, at its peak day, it was at one time the highest numbers it ever had. I think was like 15 million.
Yeah,
Jesus.
and you gotta think, exactly, and like 7.5 million, which is usually what their concurrent is. It's literally it's $1.3 billion a year.
Yeah. Think about that. That's why you see Xbox going games as a service. That's why you see Xbox porting over to PC. It's they see the money in this stuff. And yes, they're gonna have flops. They're gonna have shit games, and we're gonna get them, and we're gonna complain about them, and we're gonna be like they're shit. We call out shit. I'm sorry. I will call out when a game is shit. You know what I mean? Like I didn't play Death Stranding. I'm not gonna say it's shit. All I'm saying is to have 9 nominations. That's all that I look at, and I say God of War had 8, Red Dead had 8. I know that those 2 games are far better than that. I'm just saying. So for me to sit here and think about how you're going to make money as a gaming company at this point, I think Microsoft's is a little ahead of the curve. I think they're kind of just pushing themselves out in all these different realms because they don't care. They want to make money. And they're going to try to give us good games. I think this year they've done a pretty decent job of bringing us some decent games. You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree. They're coming back around. I mean, they've had to turn everything around, dude, and just start basically back over to an extent.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, there's a reason why they're almost $1 trillion company. I mean, you don't get that big by sucking. You get that big because
And
people buy your products.
there's one thing too that I've been seeing a lot online lately. I don't want my Xbox to be my PlayStation, if that makes sense, and I don't want PlayStation to be my Xbox.
Yep.
They don't need to have the same exact games. That I mean, because I saw a lot of people saying, well, that's great, you're getting Yakuza and all these other games. They want Persona and all these. I don't want my Xbox to have the same games as PlayStation.
It's nice
Or
to have
vice versa.
exclusives on certain
Exactly.
things. That's what drives the market. The moment you get rid of exclusives, now, I mean, you take away that. Mind you, unfortunately, sometimes exclusives cause the fanboy stupidity to come out. And, oh, God of War's so great. If he took his axe out, he could take out Master Chief.
Oh god,
'cause
dude, it doesn't take anything to bring out fanboys. We all know this, right?
Yeah, it's just
Oh, it's 89 degrees outside today. God damn PlayStation. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. It's just fucking weird, dude. I don't understand any of it. But I think I actually got the stream fixed. Woohoo!
There you go.
Nice.
YouTube decided
Nice.
to cooperate, so the title should change.
My Discord keeps screwing up, so that's fun.
I can't help
Yeah,
you
I
on your end,
I mean,
Mama.
Capone put in chat he's hooked on Death Stranding, and that's awesome. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I've watched a couple streams. I think it looks interesting.
Definitely looks interesting, no doubt
To
about
my
it.
thing, it's just me. Everybody knows I'm a multiplayer guy, so since it's not multiplayer, it's one of those games I probably won't play. Now, mind you, I already have like 5 hours into Jedi Fallen Order because, well, I like Star Wars, and they gave me a lightsaber that I can slice shit up with. So hey.
Yeah,
I saw
that
you can get
game.
a double lightsaber in that.
Well, I'm
too.
with Capone though. I don't know what it is, man, about Death Stranding. It just compelled me, and I'm really into the story. And
I mean,
Well,
I look forward to checking it out because I plan on getting a PS5. I've decided.
see,
But
there's nothing
I
more
won't-
rewarding.
I won't check it out until obviously another year from now, but it looks interesting.
I don't know if
Just-
Capone's done it yet. There's nothing better than killing people by pissing on them.
That
Yep.
just strikes me as odd.
This guy drinks some water and you're good to go. Take on our
I only want monsters, no water. Monsters
What about
only.
the shit
That's
monster?
that's why
They're
when
like
you
shit
go out
monster.
into the wasteland, dude, you make sure you drink plenty of Monster, man. You get Daryl, Norman, Sam, whatever the fuck
So-
you call this guy. Drink plenty of Monsters because you're gonna need it, man. Just
I
piss
just
So
don't
on
what does
them
that
and
believe
say
drop
about
some.
That a
Monster?
game nominated for Game of the Year, its
eat a
main
lot of
weapon
fiber too.
is feces bombs and urine.
Damn
Like-
right, dude. I mean, come on, it's like being, at the zoo.
Anybody seen when you take Monster and you put it on Chrome and you can clean it? Yeah, that's there you go.
Enjoy.
Put that on your insides. Don't worry, that may be protected.
the one thing I will say too about Death Stranding, and I'll probably get somebody to throw something at me through the chat.
I will throw feces.
It is one of the very first games that has released this gen that actually played on release date.
Well,
There's
hold
only been
on.
a few.
It was
Tetris
not. It was not.
99 played
Borderlands.
perfectly fine. Okay,
Well, now Borderlands supposedly was frying Xboxes.
It
And not
still is, I
supposedly.
guess.
there's multiple people that refuse to play the game. Like I haven't played until I get confirmation saying it's no longer frying Xboxes.
Well,
Because
see, like,
I
that's
didn't
my thing,
realize-
is, like, I don't think that they ever has that been addressed? I
It
thought
hasn't
that
been
was
addressed.
by now.
But people have said that if it shuts your Xbox off, it's because your Xbox is overheating. And I'm like, ew. I just kept turning it back on.
Yeah, but the
Right.
simple thing is, the day Death Stranding released, I was able to play it. It didn't glitch, didn't close out, it didn't lag up. I didn't run.
No
into
rubber
a
banding.
wall. Yeah. My chainsaw worked. I didn't have to keep going through Act 4.
Man,
For
I
2
bet you really
hours.
hate it when your chainsaw doesn't work, huh? Take a little
It
blue pill,
sucks.
chainsaw starts working again.
Yep.
Whatever. Well, yeah.
I mean, that is one thing. The game actually did work at launch.
It's,
And
it's a
that's
legitimate
huge
call
thing.
out.
But the one thing that I guess, Wilmy, I guess I can, not throw this back at you, but I guess, how much should that be really weighed on awarding? I mean,
Oh,
how much should
nothing.
that really be?
Nothing
Oh,
happened.
well, we can't. I mean, mind you, Anthem, yeah, they've never fixed the game, so I'm sorry. That should
Oh.
really be taken into account of, hey, it was a
Only-
great game.
Anybody that's going and playing Anthem right now needs a lobotomy.
Fuck you.
I find that hilarious that you say that.
Yeah,
Half
and I
of
know
your
every one of you
half your
motherfuckers
podcast
is
is
playing
playing
it.
it right now.
Podcast is currently playing Anthem.
And every one of you fuckers need a lobotomy.
Hey, guess
And
what?
not
You
me.
hang-
I didn't play
Hey.
that shit.
Hey, guess what? You hang out with us, so what's that say about you?
Yeah, that's true. But, you know.
Might
I've
pick
made-
it up
I've
at
made-
$7.
I've made bad decisions
no,
before.
dude. Somebody said you can get it from GameStop for $5 now. It's like
Hey, that's a steal. I gotta say
That is. A
I
fucking
do.
steal.
I did what I played in the demo. I did like the traversing the world, flying around. You know, I mean the way the combat was. I didn't mind that, but the loading screens kind of killed it for
okay,
me.
so that's the thing. That's
Yeah,
the
they were
only part
terrible.
good in this game is the flying around of the combat. The rest of
Oh,
it's
I
like,
thought the loading screens were the best part.
oh god, no. Louis, to you, the best part is, hey, I'm back to Xbox menu. Life is good.
Yeah. And see, I had high hopes for Anthem 2, man. I played it and I leveled out, did everything I could possibly do. But I mean, who releases a game where you can't even upgrade all your armor pieces?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they lie to you on Twitter and everything else. There's a whole lot of mistakes over there.
Wait a second. People
yeah.
lie to you? Game developers lie to you?
Yeah,
it's impressive
apparently.
that they got that out in a year and a half, and it was at least a game, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
And speaking of games
True.
that's
That's very
really
true.
going to shock people, we may finally be getting that new Half-Life game.
That
VR, right?
Yeah, that's
But it is going to
crazy.
be VR, so everybody that told me owning a VR is stupid, ha ha.
okay, I never said stupid. I said it was waste of money. Okay, let's get it right.
Ha ha. I will play Half-Life while you guys do
You
not.
should do, Wilmy. You should do a giveaway for VR just to see how many people enter.
Oh, no. No.
I'll do a
No.
giveaway for VR. Mind you, you need some of your PC specs because I'm not sending it to you finding out you can't play it. That would really limit your audience.
Sorry, it will not run on your Tandy or Apple IIc Plus PC.
Hey, you know what? My Tandy and Apple II work great. Okay?
You can't even pull porn up on that, dude.
But what the hell would it be? Just characters that looks like a tit. No, that's a head. Sorry, my bad. There's so many people that are probably like, I don't know what they're talking about.
They're like confused on the subject.
But yeah,
You
it
run
will,
off
be,
the
Never
rails.
owned an Apple II or a Tandy. You won't understand this
it will
conversation.
actually be available on Steam, of course, because it's Valve, and it will be VR, and that just makes me so happy.
That's kind of
Good day.
cool. I mean, I'm glad that companies are still putting effort into VR and actually still continuing it because that means it's not a dead product where 3D is pretty much a dead product.
Yeah,
It comes out every
that.
15 years and then it disappears again.
Well, see,
Yeah.
that's what worries me too, though, because 3D was a thing back in the 80s. They brought it back.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
And
Oh yeah,
we-
I remember when they pushed it in theaters. Gremlins came out and it was 3D.
Friday
you
the
could-
13th.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Friday-
and you
Friday
could
the
watch it.
13th 3D.
And all I remember thinking is, my blue lens fell out, so I saw everything in red, and I'm like, I don't get the 3D shit.
Well, it may have helped too if when they sold you the television, the glasses weren't like $250 each.
You remember
Oh,
when
yeah.
they sold them like that? Oh my god, that was insane.
Oh yeah.
But then you had the big laser disc, and then actually
Oh.
VR was a thing. Well, it wasn't really. Well, they called it VR.
You about to
It
go out
wasn't
Virtual
VR, though.
Boy?
It was
Yeah.
just
Virtual
a
Boy.
That sounds like a Virtual
Red.
Boy
I
comment
had
everywhere.
one. I had one. I played it for 10 minutes.
TurboGrafx 16.
I never got
Fox
a chance
Adventure.
to get a Virtual Boy, but I always wanted one.
Good old Mario Tennis.
To me,
I-
honestly,
worst
Willie,
purchase
I
ever.
don't think VR is like 3D due to the fact that there's more companies embracing it, more companies building VR units.
Oh yeah.
And unlike 3D, where it's just fucking glasses, then it's not that hard to manufacture them. I'm sure there's some in it, but yeah, I mean, you're talking about something that people are investing money in, R&D in. Companies wouldn't do that if they didn't realize there is a market for it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mind you, Xbox has come out and said that Scarlet will not have VR at launch. Now, mind you, they didn't say never; they said just at launch.
I still don't think they're going to even do it.
I bet it doesn't get to it.
I don't think they're going to do it either. I think it's one of those things where they're trying to embrace other things first.
They're going to leave it open ended so to
they're going to
not
be
get
behind
people
the ball.
jumping away.
I mean, who knows? They're
They're going to let PlayStation keep pushing their stuff and see if they get past 0.5% of their install base.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? They may just decide, hey, fuck it. We're not going to do anything with VR. We're just going to buy out HTC and have them port it over.
Well, I'll tell you this.
That's where it's at, 0.5%.
I will, unless when the PS5 comes out next year, unless their VR is a lot better than what the last one was, I will never buy another one.
Well, I mean,
it needs to be wireless.
You got to understand, though, you're buying a system and a VR unit for like $400 and something. You're basically buying a poor man's VR.
No, you're not.
How much is it?
Dude, when the PSVR first released, you buy the camera, you buy the controllers, and the headset. It was like $700-800.
No, I'm talking like right now. Like,
they're still $400 and some.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You can.
They're lowering it to $200.
Black Friday is $350.
I thought it was $200.
And for $400, you can buy an actual VR, like
$350.
Damn Loch Ness monster.
Well, no. What I'm saying though is you can buy a PlayStation and a VR unit for what did Bomber say? $250.
Well, I think
$350.
Yeah, well, and do not buy. And I don't care what anybody says. Do not buy a regular PS4 and think you're gonna run your VR thing really well. Like, no. Get the Pro, which is what it's normally $400. It's going to be what $300 on Black Friday. The other thing's $450. Like basically, you're buying both of those to be the equivalent of what the Xbox One X was.
Yeah, and so I mean, my thing is, okay, so you're buying something to run it and a VR unit for how much is the Pro and a VR? I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like the Pro by itself without Black Friday is $400. It's $399.
That's a big investment. It really is.
Yeah,
especially with the next gen coming. Like a lot of people are like, screw that. I'm waiting for the PS5 or the Xbox Scarlet, and we'll see what they do with that. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I had the money, I would definitely want to try VR. I mean, especially like a Resident Evil or something like that. You know what I mean?
So you can get a shooter bundle.
Comes down to.
You can get a shooter bundle with 4 games, VR unit, and a PlayStation Pro for $1,000. Which to me,
that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
damn.
But it's a poor man's VR because you're getting a system to run it. Where how much is the which one do you always say to get?
The Quest is like what $100.
It's like $400, isn't it?
Well, the Quest is cheap.
The Quest is
but don't you have to have a computer?
Yeah, you have to have a good enough computer to run it, which you're talking probably $1,000 to have a good computer to run it.
The Quest is completely. You don't have to have a computer.
Yeah, you don't have to have a computer. It's $400.
Oh, you know what? And you know what? Investing in a computer is actually smart. You could do so many things with a computer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just playing the game, the PC games that you may have never played. It's not just the VR. You can have like, great, web stuff going on. I mean, you could play Xbox games on it if you really want to. You know what I mean? There you go.
Oh, yeah, and PlayStation.
I feel like you're like
a PlayStation's coming,
trying to sell me on this. And I'm like, no.
I want a computer.
I've already played God of War on my Origin PC, and it was amazing.
And that's where you go. Is the investment worth it? Is $1,000 in some mediocre shit, or $1,000 in something that you could actually use it for multiple things? I mean, that's what it comes down to.
His was more than 1,000.
Oh, dude, my
his setup.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but you could still spend $1,000 on a PC and have some decent stuff.
You can get it.
You know what I mean?
If you buy a PC, if you buy a PC for $1,000, you're not going to run maybe Ninja Turtles from the '80s on it. I mean,
that's not true. That's not true.
You're not going to run a lot.
No, you can on $1,000 you can easily build, and this is without getting all crazy and getting like RGB and all that good stuff. I mean, a decent graphics card you can pay about $250-300. I mean, your biggest bulk is going to come from your graphics card.
What do you do if you can't see red, green, and blues?
No,
what colors are really available?
For $1,000 on eBay, you can get 1063 gig.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Eight
From a
gigs of
Nigerian prince in Africa.
no.
An Intel
And he got
i6
some money he
core.
wants to transfer over to your
I mean,
account.
basically,
too,
you
by the
can
way.
get a very
send me money, I'll send you
equivalent to
money.
your Xbox.
See, Freelance just backed me up because he bought an Origin PC this year too.
No, don't get me wrong. Origins are nice, and they
Oh,
are
no,
strictly
I'm
built
just saying,
for.
$1,000 PC, dude. You're gonna get one of them little Walmart special HPs.
Yeah, you're going to get something that isn't going to run things at ultra. You'll probably run them at normal or whatnot.
Be
Normal
medium
or-
to high.
Normal
depending on
or
what it
we're
is.
whatnot.
sorry.
What does that mean?
It means it won't look like the demo.
Oh, okay.
Nothing ever looks like the demo.
Right?
don't
Like
know
I
what
was
you
like,
say.
I've been
But
lied
back
to
to the
about
original
demos
statement.
like
So-
my whole life.
If you wanted one that did not need a PC, Quest runs it. But how well does Quest run it? Because we were talking about this a month ago. I think Will.
Now the Quest now they're coming out with actually a cable that you can connect it to a PC like a Rift.
Now, isn't it the
So-
Rift one that you talk about, the Rift RS or whatever it is?
The
That
Rift
you
S. Yep.
that's the one that you and I were talking about because
Yep.
someone maybe Christmas me, and so I asked Santa.
And no, grade school, you do not need a computer with a Quest. All you need is a cell phone or a tablet to set it up.
So if you have if the Quest is doing that, how long before we start seeing more and more of those systems come out where they can run everything and you don't need a
I mean, I just think as long as they're being, optimized for those particular type of devices, they'll keep coming out with them. Of course, granted, right now the Quest is the only one that is on the market that is worth buying that does this.
Yeah, the Quest
I mean-
right now is the only wireless one that I know.
yeah.
of.
But if it sells well, which wireless, why wouldn't it?
The only issue with the Quest though, you don't get the same type of games with it that you do with the Rift. But of course, you don't have a PC backing you up as storage.
Well, see, that's what I was gonna say. Is because there's no PC, you don't really have that. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yep, because
The biggest experience comes
there's
from
a huge difference.
That's why I just like Xbox, man. I don't have to worry about all that shit. Just fuck playing my game.
Yeah, and that's where it comes
Because
down
I love
to.
my
I
bro
mean-
shooters. Sorry, I just wanted to say that.
Hey, just out of curiosity, why are they bro shooters? Aren't there girl gamers? I felt that was a sexist comment.
Well, bro, I gotta say, let's go play a shooter. You know what I'm saying, bro?
I did play a shooter with you, and I stopped
All right.
your shit every match.
It's
J-Lo,
amazing. It's
I'm-
amazing.
Like a challenge.
JMO, I appreciate that comment, dude, but my
Well,
years are pretty
let's
high.
get in a real
numbered.
multiplayer game and play with some real other people.
Oh,
and see how-
so you want to play with campers? Okay.
campers.
Oh,
Bitch,
and-
I went 15-1 the other day, fucking killing campers. I'll fucking slaughter motherfuckers.
I'll play with you later, Ghost. You know that.
Yeah, I
That's
was
what.
just
That's what.
He'll
scares
play
me.
with
I
you.
won't do.
And
thanks for throwing that up there.
And I don't know if anybody saw it. Blair Witch will now be going to PlayStation. Did anybody really?
PlayStation.
Of course.
Hey, so I
For
read
all
that.
of those that really, really wanted to play.
I read that, and I
on
thought,
PlayStation.
all these people I saw, it's going to PlayStation. It's like no one played it on Xbox. Who gives a shit? I think I saw two people stream it.
Okay, everybody
Nobody
knows.
seemed to care.
I'm sorry. Funny thing
everybody
is,
knows
still
I'm into
they
these
showed
type
it
of
at
games, and
Sorry.
I didn't even finish it. I got like 20 minutes into it. The game kept glitching. I'm like, yeah, fuck this, and I've not even
Yeah,
gone back to it.
I don't even know how far I played into it, but I stopped, and I was like, I won't play this again.
I need to go
I didn't.
back.
I didn't play it at all, and even then, it was still the fact that the reason why I think it's just comical is just the fact Microsoft gloated it as an exclusive, like literally console exclusive. I'm like, stop doing this. If it's a timed exclusive, just quit saying it.
But they both
Don't even
do
say it's
that.
exclusive because I know, but it's the whole point. It's like the point
But-
of timed exclusives. Don't say it's exclusive ever. Like, there's no point. Like, because I'm sorry.
Whoa, somebody
Especially
touched
for
a
this.
nerve. Jeez.
This is literally 4-5 months after the game comes out, and then it's coming out to another system. Like, it's kind of stupid. Like,
So,
understood the
what
whole year thing. Like,
Tell us how you
that
really
was
feel,
longer.
Bomber.
I'm
So,
just
Bob,
saying, like,
if I
it's
could-
a longer time. I mean, it makes you feel like you do need to get it because it's been a year since that game's been out. Whatever, okay, that made sense that you had it. You probably would buy it on the other system or whatever. But if a game's coming out 2 months later, like, what the hell does it matter?
No,
Well, so are you saying would you prefer that like games said timed exclusive versus just exclusive?
Absolutely.
Would
Like,
that,
why not? Because I mean, they're gonna
because I mean
appease to either-
even well, yeah, I mean what I'm saying is because even in like the Modern Warfare mode that's sealed
right,
for a
it's
year,
timed exclusive.
it's
exactly.
a yeah. I mean they should put that kind of information on boxes
Absolutely.
so people know.
Absolutely.
I mean,
so
I totally see what you're saying. I don't think I'm raging about it as hard as you are now, but like I feel where you're coming from.
No, yeah, it just it just gets that little nerve that I'm just like, look, if that's
I don't know, man.
I know the whole marketing. I mean, I know the whole marketing ploy. Look, I know the marketing ploy is to, sell it. Microsoft, whatever paid whatever money, said here, we want to say it's exclusive to us because we have it for 4 months before everybody else does. Okay, but then are they getting the better version? Kind of like Super Lucky's Tale. Switch has a better version and it looks better. That's kind of funny. It's just stuff like that. Cuphead will probably look and play better on the Switch than it will on the Xbox. It's just how those games are going to be ran.
Weren't they saying that about Tomb Raider too?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's just like Tomb Raider.
Wait,
so many
why would it play better on the Switch? Isn't a Switch
because it's a platformer. Platformers always run so smooth on a Switch every time.
Oh no!
So
I don't know the Switch. That's why I just want to make sure like I understood like
yeah.
I want to argue that statement. Every game runs better on my iPhone. Okay.
Connected to xCloud. No, just
connected to your xCloud.
Connected to my 5G internet. Make sure you have it plugged in hardwire somehow. Otherwise,
Put it on auto.
But that's just my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents about the whole exclusive crap because it's tiring. Just hearing about like if it is a true exclusive,
and then find out that it's actually on your favorite console and it just made you angry.
I don't have a favorite console.
I'm just wondering.
Sure.
I own all 3.
Welcome to the intervention.
Preferred console.
I have a preferred one that I use more than others.
So that would be your preferred or.
We know his preferred console is his sister. We know that. She was just in the chat.
Of course she is.
Yeah, she was just in the chat. So
I get what Bomber's saying. It's annoying because if you buy a game or it's console exclusive. Okay, well it's going to be on Xbox. Okay, well if I want to play that game, I got to get an Xbox. So if you go and get an Xbox, then you find out 6 months later it's on your PlayStation. You're like, oh fuck!
No, absolutely. It's duping the consumer to think that okay, they need to buy. Like just saying, if somebody was that hyped about Blair Witch and said, "Screw it, I'll pay $200 to get an S. I'll get Game Pass with it. I'll buy it. Cool. I bought this $200 box to get this game because it's exclusive. Then all of a sudden, 4 months later, I could have just gotten it on my Pro or whatever else I had. It's just that's the whole point.
Because it basically is making one, you buy the game on one, and then if you actually prefer a console over the other one, which I mean, let's face it, we all have consoles we prefer over the other one, whether it's the controller you like or the fact that you have friends on it or the fact that it rubs you the right way. I mean, whatever it is, we all have our preferred console. Yeah.
Well, I took my PC in at night.
I would too.
I'll be honest. I'm shocked you don't lock it up.
Yeah. Right. Now listen. Like my whole thing overall, like
it is locked.
I'm trying to think exactly like what I wanted to say, and damn it, I just lost train of thought. But no. Here we go. Back when Tomb Raider came out, right? It was such an ordeal. Sony people were going crazy, like, oh my God, I can't believe this is going to be exclusive. Microsoft literally had to backtrack and have a huge talk and sit down like, oh, by the way, this is timed exclusive only for 1 year. Like, it was such a backlash, and it wasn't even their fan base. It was just the fact that they were gamers as well, and we all know how Xbox is. They want to be, it's kind of like they're America. They want to be friends with everybody, and so they're like, okay, we'll let everybody know that, hey, this is timed exclusive. So, yeah, it didn't sell very well. It didn't sell push consoles, because guess what? Sony knew that in a year, they'll get that game. So, that's a couple of things that's why it kind of irks me with this timed exclusive crap, just like the Modern Warfare crap, just like anything that's timed. Like, just let me know up front then I'm good. That way, at least, hey, if I do want to buy it on that one machine, fine. If not, cool. I'll wait and get it later. You know,
I mean, I'll be honest. I would prefer there not be any exclusives besides the ones like the company owns. Like if Insomniac, that's fine. Those are exclusives. PlayStation owns it. Xbox owns Obsidian. Those are all fine. But like when Modern Warfare did the whole, oh well, you can't play these maps for a year, and it's like, but there's gonna be another Modern Warfare in a year, and no one's gonna be playing this one in a year because we'll be playing the new Modern Warfare in a year.
But to be fair,
it'll be Black Ops or whatever.
It'll be a different company, but it will be a COD. I understand where you're saying, but it won't be.
But last generation Xbox did the same thing. They had they had the full thing with all the Call of Duties. Sony did not get the maps before Xbox did, so it's the same back and forth fiasco that we're gonna have, and it's gonna keep happening. As long as these companies spend the money, Activision, it doesn't matter who they are, they will take the money and go, cool. Like look at freaking Remedy. They haven't been purchased from Sony, but they made some quests or whatever in story mode that is exclusive to Sony that Microsoft's not getting.
Well, after playing Control, I say let Sony have them.
I'm just saying.
I'll even chip in a few bucks for the purchase.
Please go away.
You know what's funny though? That could be your game of the year.
It won't be my game of the year.
If Control wins Game of the Year, what does that say about? I mean, because mind you, these are just the nominations. Now players get a vote. If Control wins, what does that say about players? Like, we like Control. It was so great.
No, what they should have is there should be like a fill-in, and if the players get the vote, they'd be like, "Where's my write-in ballot?" Because these are horrible nominations, and fucking Jeff.
Well,
I think there should.
Here's what's funny, dude. Is that all of our votes only count for 10% of what is going to be actually, whatever, and
that's for voting.
Yeah, and that's the point. I'm cool with them.
Like the U.S. voted.
Crispy, I feel like what you're saying is don't vote.
We pick the nomination.
Wait a minute. Have we not learned anything from American politics? Voting does nothing.
Exactly.
Okay,
well,
first of all, just because Death Stranding looks like Russia, and there could be some collusion going on.
That's what
Who
it
hacked
is.
the polls, damn it?
The awards have been hacked. That's it.
Damn it, Crispy, you had one job. You had one damn job.
I had one damn job. America? What?
America.
America.
But I think Crispy mentioned it earlier. Everybody has to remember most of these companies target casual players because, I mean, that's where most of their money is. Hardcore or so-called hardcore gamers sit on social media and bitch about games or on podcasts and bitch about games while casuals are saying, hey, look at these little dumbasses, and they're actually playing games. So I think that's where a lot of it comes from, man. They're actually just, going out and that's who they're marketing because, I mean, mobile is still kicking everybody else's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Mobile gaming,
it's easily accessible.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of the money.
Look, until I can figure out how to take the Xbox into the bathroom with me with my TV, got a problem.
It's called I mean, xCloud.
I mean, xCloud is not on iPhone right now, so unfortunately, I cannot play in the bathroom.
I can.
I think they're going to make it happen. They're going to make it happen.
That's the first thing about how I don't have a TV.
And remember, it's Apple that's screwing all that up.
Yeah, I mean, mind you, then I just got to figure out how to not make my legs go numb and asleep while I shit and play.
Well, quit jerking off on your toilet.
One thing at a time, bro. Let's don't overdo the whole situation.
I'm actually surprised that Google allowed xCloud to be on Android with Stadia coming out. I think they would block it too.
Well, it's because it's
and why is it? Why do you need a Pixel phone? That's so weird. Like you own Android. Like that's strange.
It's because Pixel, if I remember right, has one of the fastest processors and the most RAM. Hint, you have to have a really good system to run the fucking thing.
So I'd say that the highest, the newest Samsung and the newest Apple phone are the only one you can use it on. Yeah, I mean, but it's like you're boxing yourself in really bad.
Or maybe what it is maybe they signed a deal with Pixel, kind of like what Bono was just talking about. Maybe it's, hey, look, it runs better on Pixel, and so people are like, oh, I'll go get a Pixel. I want to play Google Stadia. When Action all
how
out, it's
Windows
like,
Phone went. Just
Dude,
saying.
Look at
But
Sony. What did
doesn't
Sony
Google
first do
make
with
Pixel?
theirs? Sony required all their Sony Xperia phones were the only ones that could use their remote play. So it's
We've
all
already
these
been through
exclusive
this.
things.
Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've been through this years ago.
wait a
Like
second.
it's the same thing
Yeah,
about everybody.
Do we
like,
learn from our
well,
mistakes?
dude, this
course
is all the same stuff.
No, we
Sony's been
don't.
doing this for years. It hasn't got the light. Microsoft's doing it, finally getting the light, but doing it in some different ways. Almost the same, but a little bit better. So there's some pluses. And it's all rehashed, just like we've talked about with the VR crap and 3D and all this crap. Everything's just getting rehashed. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, because I'm watching, younger people walk around with holes in their jeans, and all
And
that.
bell
So I'm like,
bottoms on
hey,
the back.
we did that back in the 80s. But anyway, it
He's
is
got
time.
I think we need some turkeys.
I think we need to find the turkeys in the chat. What is
Gobble
everybody else saying?
gobble.
Look, man, I'll fucking
When you
get
say
a little
gobble,
fucking
gobble, it
Texas
kinda makes me
goozling
horny.
on for fucking.
that one was pretty
I
good.
think everything makes you horny.
Hey!
I got
Shut
this.
your mouth.
I am
Now,
awesome.
Let's see. Last week we actually had a lot of people participated in the Wookiee contest, and I had no idea what the fuck a Wookiee even sounded like before last week.
That's what I love. You decided.
You were
to
giving
do
it like 8s and 9s. You're like,
yeah,
I don't know
we're
what
like
Wookiee
that
is.
doesn't sound like a Wookiee whatsoever. You're like,
Everybody
"That's
else
the
knows what's going
best
on. We're like, that's not a Wookiee.
Willie's like, that's the best Wookiee ever. And it's like, dude, that sounded like fucking Yoda.
You never heard that from
Especially
me.
when Fork was over there gargling his own like jizz over there.
Hey, don't be mad because I can do that and you can't.
Yeah, I'm okay that I can't. Actually.
Right? Like, I'm gonna leave that one.
Well, we definitely had some interesting people try it, so we will not be doing the podcast next Wednesday because it's the day before Thanksgiving. So a lot of people are going to spend time with their families and all that good stuff, and
Or we'll
Want
be
your
giving.
gobbles now. Give me your gobble.
family has to come first before anything else, before gaming or anything else. So
Unless you sell your family, then you make money. I mean, up to you.
Or you're gaming with your family,
that's
and by
probably
that
what I'm
you're
going to be
forcing
doing.
your kids to watch you game.
So to
actually,
those
my
apple
kids are all
factories.
grown, so I'll be playing with them online. But all right, who is going to be our first contestant?
Who wants to gobble some
definitely
turkey?
So here's how we're going to do this. We are
I'll
going to
do it
give.
for free.
Oh God!
You're gonna gobble cock for free?
There's always somebody that's blocking everybody else trying to make something.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Whoever.
Gotta
whoever,
look like the cool one.
Excuse me, fuckers. Thank you.
What?
Whoever
Oh, stop
wants.
talking?
Yeah, that means you.
Yeah, stop talking. Jeez.
That means you. Don't make me send bomber to your house.
That's right, I'll get you.
I like mashed potatoes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all suck at swing blade.
Never seen it.
That would probably be why you're whole.
All right, so who's going to be our takers? We're going to do this exactly like we did it last Wednesday night. We just need you to come into Discord and jump into the live podcast with us, and you can get your gobble on, and whoever the winner is gets to pick your free game.
All
I
right,
don't
now
care.
if multiple people are in, just wait for the call out. I think that's probably the best idea, right?
Hey, Crispy,
Ah.
can you do me a favor? Can you do a sling blade impersonation? I'm thinking you might be pretty good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, I'm going to get me some of them French fried taters. I love my taters.
Never mind, Crispy. I take
That almost
it
sounded
back.
like Butthead.
Take back my compliment.
All right, but we're not here to do our do swing blade. We got Avish here, with us. And Avish, I think you missed
French fried taters.
you missed the Wookiee thing last week because you had your wisdom teeth or something cut out, didn't you?
You got to take
unmute
your
there.
mic off mute, and then you got to turn your speakers on so you can hear us.
Hello.
That's so complicated.
Como
It is.
está? Muy bien. Taco.
Arigato, Mr.
Guten
Roboto.
Tag. Guten Tag.
He's breaking some
Mr.
Dutch.
Roboto. Tome yo me gato. Mr.
Si, senor.
Ik möchte die
parle
Katze oder
français?
du kannst Folgen das heute.
Ik trek me Afrikaans.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Avers, hello.
I think we might have to move on to somebody else. I'm just.
Anybody else want to jump in? Give us your turkey impersonation, and if you win, you tell us what game you want. But
So-
come on, guys, we're running out of
So,
time.
guys, before you jump in, if you're on a computer, you can go down to the little gear symbol, click it, and do a mic check to make sure your mic's working before you hop in. So, just FYI.
This is a Discord Pro right here. Just saying.
Discord
Right.
whore.
All I heard was Discord whore.
Oh, we got Dealer in the chat. Maybe Dealer wants to come in and do his turkey.
Dealer!
Can
We almost heard you, Avish.
you hear me?
Somewhat, yes.
It's like you're very, very far away.
Can you hear me now?
I don't think I think his mic's muted. Like his not his mic, his headphones.
How
Yeah,
about this? Better?
a little better, but your voice keeps changing like you're actually intimidating us now. Kind of interesting.
Nope.
You like it.
All right, he can hear us. Okay.
Viking, you're in! Where did
He's
you
been
slip
in.
He's been in for like 30 minutes, dude.
Oh, man. My bad. He's my forehead. I like him.
All right, Avish, whenever you're ready,
Forehead
dude,
bros
do
for
your
life.
turkey.
Don't jump in till we ask you to get in, guys. Oh, holy fuck!
Oh my god, that was
My
not a
goddamn
turkey, but that was interesting.
Holy shit!
Can you hear me now?
Oh, that was the funniest one.
Whoa, that was loud!
Yeah, like that was like he attacked the mic. It was beating down a bird away from the
Hey, you
mic.
should be eating the mic. I'm just thinking of the turkey.
That was a male turkey.
That's a male turkey raping
As a
something,
male
dude.
turkey raping.
Get off me! Get off me! I'm not female!
Those surprise attacks.
What's up, guy?
Surprise sex! Don't
Just like
worry.
surprise sex. That's what we call rape.
All right. Somebody do the turkey.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Okay, fuckers. Either Monkey Punch or Avish.
You said anybody.
Yeah, I was
know
gonna
what
say. I
I
thought mine was.
meant.
Hello.
Come on, man. Don't be as useless as a screen.
I think I won.
Okay, everybody quiet. Avish, try again.
This mic's muted.
Okay, we can only be quiet for so long before stupidity.
Right? Like I can't stay quiet like this.
It's
Like
too long.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
the hell?
What the fuck?
I am going to mute every one of you except for Avish and Monkey Punch.
Okay, fine.
come on, that was a good turkey.
Come on, Dad. Let us have some fun.
I gobbled, man.
All right. Yeah.
What's
All right.
up, Wilma?
Very good. Thank you for your participation. You can drop out of Discord now. All right, Monkey Punch.
What's up?
Give us your turkey.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Thank you.
That is a gangster turkey.
That's a human turned into a turkey.
That's my human turkey. Gobble, gobble.
It's a porno turkey.
I agree with Indigo Cards. This sounded more like a goat. A very pissed off, horny goat.
What I gotta say is a lot of people haven't heard a real turkey. Just like
Right? Like you guys know it doesn't say gobble, right?
Wait a minute. I do believe. Wait a minute. I do believe Dreadpool's going to jump in and do his.
Now, is this Dreadpool or Dreadpool's first wife, second wife?
Not be
hard
the
to keep
fifth
track
one.
with
I don't
the
know.
Mormons.
We've lost track of his wives.
I mean, we've already discovered he's not Mormon, so I'm kind of confused on the two-wife thing then, so...
He's special. He's like,
Is it like a
the
work
Mormons
wife?
think they can only have multiple wives. I'm taking it back.
All right.
Fuck that, I'm taking two wives, fuck you.
Last week we had everybody on the job site staring Dreadpool down, and he's probably got over that embarrassment. Now he's ready to do it again.
I thought that was Obi.
No, it wasn't Obi.
No,
Oh,
that was me.
All
my
right.
bad.
Now.
All right, Dread.
All right, here we go.
okay,
All right, that
that was
wasn't
pretty
bad.
good. That was
Bad.
pretty
he
good.
didn't say
dude.
gobble.
Gobble.
Aw, ruined it.
You had to ruin it, damn it. You had to.
You ruined that one.
You had
Gobbledygook.
one damn job, Dread. One damn job.
Saying that a lot tonight.
Because
Fucking
most
the hell's
people failing
coming
that
in?
one damn job.
All right. Who's next? Dread, you and Monkey Punch can pop out, and we'll see who
All
else
right.
is going to jump in.
All right, see you later, guys.
See you
I
later.
think we should bring
man.
Dealer in. I think he could do a good
Man,
turkey.
I think Dealer should do it too. I really do. Come on, Dealer. You know you want to do it, man. You know there's a game you're wanting.
They make midget porn for PlayStation?
Wow.
I don't know. That's bomb.
I mean,
No.
it's a Blu-ray
called-
player, so yeah.
Maybe they're confusing it with Chibi.
Actually,
I mean-
we lost Bomber somewhere in the middle of all this.
He keeps hopping
He
out.
couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, Discord keeps crashing on him. All right, who's going to be our next turkey?
Too much gobbling.
Gobbling on his sister.
Oh, somebody.
Oh,
Come on, who's next? It's
Come
just,
on, guys. It's a free game. Here, tell you what.
It's
do it.
just the
To break
internet,
the ice,
folks.
each one of us will do our best turkey impression, so you can see once again we suck at impressions, and then that'll break the ice, and you guys can come in and have fun. I'll go first. See, there you go.
That was bad.
Yeah, I know it was fucking horrible. Little better.
it sounded like
Who-
he was trying to swallow.
That would be your turn, Ghost.
Okay.
Are you choking a
Damn.
fucking turkey?
What happened?
That sounds like you're fucking choking the goddamn turkey.
It's my strong hand.
I've heard of choking the chicken, but never choking the turkey.
Sometimes
No,
you
you
just gotta
know,
choke a turkey.
He's a little larger than most men, so he's got to, gotta use pimp hand.
Jeepers!
Strong.
Jeepers wants to do it. Come on, Jeepers.
You know, while we wait for
VR
Jeepers,
game.
I think we still need a Leo. Come on, Leo, show us an Ohio turkey.
An Ohio turkey. Turkeys aren't native to Ohio, dude.
Ohio turkeys go, yo, fuck you.
That sounds like
some
New
crack.
Jersey, bro.
Oh, that's New Jersey. I'm sorry.
Let's go ride a roller coaster.
Oh, you're out at dinner. Jeepers, that's the perfect time to do it.
Yeah, just scream it out.
Come on, Super.
Yeah, just
Oh,
scream
come
it
on,
all over the
Jeepers, come on.
restaurant.
I'm sure your wife will love that.
Are you at a really fancy restaurant where you hold your pinky up when you drink?
Ooh, those are nice.
That's the best place to do it, dude. Or if you're at a Chinese
gotta go
restaurant, you'll
Dr.
scare the
Evil.
fuck out of them because they'll
Hey,
be
if you're
expecting
at
to
one of
hear a
those
cat.
restaurants where it's really, really fancy, when you cut into your steak or whatever you're eating, just randomly yell out, "Oh my God, it's not cooked all the way!"
No, you just yell, is it supposed to be bleeding?
I'm sorry. Is this human?
Is this kosher?
Is it
I
supposed
once
to
ate
be
this at
moving?
Jeffrey Dahmer's house. I feel like this is undercooked.
Is this supposed to be moving still? Really? Wow, that's a deep breath. So nobody else wants to do the turkey.
Nobody.
All kinds of Wookiees, but no turkeys.
I mean, this is a potential for the Star Wars game or any other game. Doesn't matter. You pick.
Hell, it could be Cyberpunk.
Well, that'd be a long wait. That's April.
Yeah, it's a wait, but you could technically.
I think it's
Yeah.
game that's out.
Yeah, it'd be easier if it was a game that was actually out right now.
Oh, wait a second. Mom trying to play video games says she wants it. This sounds like this could be interesting.
Mom trying to play a video game. All right.
This can't go bad.
Indigo cards. If you're ready, go for it. Leo, stop.
I'm not doing anything. What the?
Damn, Leo, your fucking controller is loud.
Is that your
What are you
controller?
That's his controller. He's beating it.
What are you talking about?
Every
Not me.
Hear your controller going off, dude.
Everybody
We keep
hears
hearing
it,
you going.
so-
Click, 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 click.
I'm waiting on you to start playing the William Tell Overture on that damn thing. All right, Indigo, give us your turkey.
Oh hell, that is loud. Damn.
Dude,
We've been telling you that.
I see it light up.
Give it up for Leo's controller doing the turkey call.
We've all been quiet just to see if it was you.
It's
You know-
still doing it.
I put it up to the mic.
You know how
Indigo, we can only be quiet for so long, so please entertain us with your turkey. It's for a free game. You've already heard us and how horrible it is.
You want me to do my turkey?
Yes, Bomber, do your turkey. Gobble down on something.
Probably your sister.
I'm gonna go with that. Sounds like ghost turkey, like you're choking a turkey.
That's right, Bomber. They don't like them authentic.
It gets so quiet sometimes in here.
Right? Like you
well,
go
that's
dead
because
silent,
we're
you're like,
anticipating.
Dude, that sounds like
sounds like you're molesting chipmunks or something. Like,
No, Daddy, all right there, Daddy. No.
Monkey Punch, thank you for the super chat, dude, and not a problem. And you may end up winning.
Just because of lack of people.
Yeah, nobody else is wanting to do it. Y'all were
Okay, guys,
doing the
so-
Wookiee.
So if you come in, yes, we may tease you, but at the same time, we are here to at least try to give you a game.
I was gonna say, you get a
Nothing's
game.
ever
Hell.
free.
And no Cloud
Everything
just
has a
typing.
price.
No Cloud typing.
I figured it out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
go ahead.
hello.
Oh,
hey,
you're fine.
what's up?
Holy shit, that was
Nice.
good.
Oh.
All right.
Hold on. Every quiet. Do it one
Nice.
more time, Indigo.
Holy
Now,
shit!
is this mom trying to play video games?
No.
No, that's Indigo cards.
Oh, I didn't see
Alright,
Indigo
well,
cards in the chat.
Indigo got
My
it
bad.
locked down.
Boy,
You got it.
now.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you, Indigo.
Very
You can-
impressive.
You can hop.
Thank you.
You can hop out of Discord, and we'll take the next one if we actually have somebody else crazy enough to try it. Anybody else want to try it?
I want to try, Daddy. Let me try.
I'm still.
Shut up! Get back in the trunk.
I like how you
What about Nicole? I see her name keep popping up in there.
Good luck with that one.
Well, that's the female version of you, right?
Yep.
That's a sister.
It's not my sister.
I beg to differ. They're twins.
That's what Bomber used to say.
Yeah. Bomber used to say, I don't have a sister. She's my mate.
Then she showed up on Twitter.
I ain't got no sister. That's my wife.
I ain't got a sister. That's my lover.
Ah, come on, Nicole. You and Cloud both need to hop in and do this.
Come on, Cloud. Get in here.
What are we giving? How much time? We give it till 9:40, and then we call the winner. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Come on, people. It's for a free game and possibly
Come on,
some people making
Cloud.
fun of you.
I wish I wasn't in the podcast right now. I mean, seriously, I would try it. You know, come on,
All
guys.
right.
Yeah.
Mama Tubbs, hop in and do it.
Go, Mama Tubbs.
There you go. Now you can get your Ohio turkey.
Well, there are
don't-
turkeys
I
in
don't
Ohio,
your
just so
stuff
you're aware, Nick.
anyways. What? Cloud, how much have you smoked, sir?
You gotta find the herb shop in Pokemon, so there's
Not
no telling.
enough because he won't come on here and do it.
That's probably true.
I mean, he did say and posted to Twitter that he found the herb shop in Pokemon. Like, that is his claim to fame. I didn't play the game. I found where I can get weed.
I mean, but that's the important thing.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's just,
Oh, Cloud doesn't want a game. Okay, that's fine.
I don't want a game. I just want to
Well-
hear your turkey. I don't care if you want a game.
We don't care if you
I mean,
want
look,
one.
I get it. There's no turkeys in Canada. You don't know what they sound like. It's fine. We're okay with that.
He'll probably say a moose sound.
They really don't
Yeah.
have turkeys in Canada?
I mean, nothing lives in Canada, does it? It's too damn cold up there.
Well, I
Like,
mean, Cloud apparently
What's
lives
a
in Canada.
Canadian geese? Obviously live in Canada.
Actually, I
right?
think I think there are turkeys in Canada.
You started to say
Ohio.
Canada, didn't you?
Yeah.
Canada.
All right.
Too much
Gotta watch
South
out for them
Park knowledge,
Canucks.
John.
They're
We're gonna
Canadian.
run it. We're gonna run it for one more minute, folks.
Mama Tubbs, you jumping in here to do your turkey?
Well, Cloud, you can do a moose.
Get a nice moose call.
Cloud said, "Yes, there's turkeys."
See, told you.
Well,
Okay.
I figured there probably were.
5 minutes
You
ago,
ever got
said
chased by a
no
turkey?
Ohio
Them motherfuckers are mean, man.
Oh yeah, they're mean as
Yeah.
fuck. Like a chicken too.
Yes,
Those things are mean
they
as
may be
fuck.
mean, but also remember, turkeys are some of the dumbest animals because they die from rain.
Very true.
Yeah. I know some people that
Since
could
you're
probably do the same thing.
Or some people that you wish would do the same thing.
If you would have told me
Maybe both.
earlier that we'd get more people for Wookiee than Turkey, I would have been surprised.
Well, I mean, it's first, it's a Wookiee. Everybody thinks they have a great
Game
Wookiee.
of choice. I mean,
But it's a
Yeah,
turkey.
Jesus
Everyone
Christ.
knows
you
what
could
game
literally
of
get the
choice.
game of the year, Death Stranding. Gah!
Tetris 99!
Oh, we
Ah,
have
you
a
could get Star
contender.
Wars.
Mama Tubbs!
Sakura. Nope.
Did you say Zakara?
I think he meant- He tried.
Sakura.
Sekiro.
Like,
Oh, I thought it was Sekiro.
That's kind of why I was asking why you were saying that, because I'm Sekiro, and you're the JRPG person here?
Right? Like, this guy's the player?
All right, we got Mama Tubbs. She's gonna give it a shot. Whenever you're ready, Mama Tubbs.
Give it hell, Mama Tubbs.
Go Mama Tubbs.
I'm sending you a new fucking controller, Leo.
I will mute myself.
Matter of fact, look,
I won't mute
we're
myself.
lifetime controller partners.
I'll send one from Lifetime. Y'all take care of it. Because,
Thank
this
you.
is nuts. Like, I don't know what you're doing to that controller, dude, but I'm pretty sure you need a Lifetime
it
at this
doesn't
point.
matter.
It's like,
He plays with it at the chin.
yeah,
That's
he plays with something.
Yeah, I don't know.
laying down.
I'm just moving my thumbs. That's all I'm doing.
Dude, you
How
were
big
moving,
are
like,
your thumbs?
yeah, I know, like, good
Half the
God.
size
Are
of
they
the-
like 80
of the
pounds
controller.
each? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but like,
Do you make the joy?
you know,
Are they
you know,
actually-
like,
Most of my fingers are the size of pop cans.
what does that even mean?
What?
I don't even understand. what
Okay,
that
anyway,
means. What does that-
we're getting sidetracked. All right, Mama
What
Tubbs,
the
whenever
fuck
you're ready.
does that mean?
Mama Tubbs?
¿Cómo está?
Muy bien.
No,
Get to
we
it.
cannot hear you, Mama Tubbs. You're not lighting up either.
Gotta unmute.
Now I see the mute symbol. The anticipation is killing me.
Does anybody else have the Jeopardy thing going off in their head, or is it just me?
Always. Always. Whenever I'm waiting.
One minute.
Was that your sister farting while you were making that sound?
I'm not sure.
That's a
That's a queef? Oh. Loud queef.
Mama Tubbs, you still with us?
It's like it's a loud squeak.
I had
Out
this.
out and join back in. Join back in.
Hello?
I don't know what's going on. Right
I'm not sure
Oh, well.
anybody does at this point.
Hello? Hello, mate.
now. Oh, mate! Cheerio, mate!
Oh,
Fish and chips, mate.
there's a mute. There's a mute. Maybe it's gonna come on now. Oh. I thought so. Never mind.
It's got to back out. That's what I think.
Yeah, probably got to back out and come back in. And Bomber, your sister's telling on you in the chat. But anyway, folks, we're gonna have to.
They are always loud.
We're going to have to bring this to an end.
I thought there'd be more people. I mean, come on, it's a turkey.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
It's a free game.
I mean,
The turkey.
and so far, I think we've got a clear winner unless Mama Tubbs can get hers to work.
Okay, you just being choked
You
out.
just choked yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah,
pretty
I did.
much. Yeah, how else do you think I'm making this noise?
Just out of curiosity, is Girly choking you while you're doing it? Like, do you need help?
No, it probably wouldn't sound much stronger rip, and it wouldn't be about. There'd be a lot more anger.
It'd probably be like,
Yeah.
Can't.
I mean, you know, it's all right. Those Percocets keeping her sitting
Hey,
right.
hey,
so.
we said turkey, not quail.
I was going to say pigeon. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, that sounds like a pigeon.
All right. Anyway, I think we've got a clear winner. I think
I would say so.
I think Indigo gets it
Indigo,
Yeah,
by far,
by
knocked it out
a
the park.
long stretch. I think they get it.
Neck and neck with mine and Bombers, but yeah, I got you.
Oh, yours is good too, but you're on the panel. You don't
Hey,
qualify.
Dred,
Yeah,
Dred
no,
did
You're
a good
dude,
one.
you're sounded like you were fucking choking a chicken.
I'm just choking myself and making a sound.
All right, and on that note, we're gonna call this show a little bit early. You crazy fuckers!
jeez.
Someone's cheating.
Yeah, like that's a great clip of.
What?
Well, and like I said, we will not be doing the show next Wednesday night because it is the day before Thanksgiving. So, but we will be doing the horror cast the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
I swear I
So-
hear Horcast.
It's supposed to snow.
It's the Who
Whatever.
It's
cast.
the Horrorcast.
Who?
Which, by the way, everybody, if there's a horror movie that you want us to watch, let us know.
Debbie
No
does
matter-
that.
Yeah, because I'm already 5 up. I've watched 5 new ones since Sunday when we did the last show.
I mean, seriously, even if it's one of your favorites, please let us know. We'll watch it. We'll comment on it. We don't mind. I mean, yeah,
Fork just wants friends.
I do. I have no fucking friends, okay?
Fork is needy. But on that note, folks, we're going to hop out of here because, it's almost time. And Indigo, congrats. You get whatever game you choose. Matter of fact, if you want an Xbox game, send me a friend request on Xbox, PlayStation, wherever. All the info's right there. So, on that note, we're going to do the outros. Viking, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
You can find me on Xbox and Viking Funeral. I'm always, or at least trying to always be on. My schedule's going to be changing shortly, but that's where I'll be. I'm on Twitch and also Twitter, so that's where you can find me.
All right. And Crispy Bomb, where can they find you, dude, besides chasing the Marlboro truck?
Oh, you know I'm chasing that Marlboro truck all the way home, baby. Let's go. And here we go at Twitter, Crispy Bomb. That's it. Have a good night.
That's it.
That's
Killed
it.
it. Fuck you all.
Nailed it.
Mic
Find
drop.
where I'm at there. Gosh darn it. The Marlboro man.
That's it? That was your whole... I was really expecting a lot more out of that.
Oh, I could go down the list, but I don't know if half the podcast going on or anything like that. And I mean, we got Thanksgiving coming up, so have a happy Turkey Day. You know what I mean?
I don't eat turkey. It agrees with my diet. I'm gluten-free. It's duck only.
Whatever.
That's why I sell ducks at my butcher shop. How about that?
There you go.
All right.
Duck
Well,
is good.
Duck is so good.
Yep. Anyway, we're not here to
It's a little
discuss
more
Thanksgiving
chewy,
dinner.
but,
Fart Boy, tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
You'll have that.
Hey, you
It's
can
not
find me at
greasy like
Porkboy
possum.
_ gaming on Twitter and on Twitch, where you can find us playing Forking Crew with everybody on this podcast. Tune in. It's pretty much the same thing like we do here. Just have fun and try to just give you guys something to laugh at. Also, we may be having a game or two to give away, so you may want to check Twitter. I did post it a while ago, so never know. But yeah, talk to you guys later. It was fun. It was a blast, and some of your turkeys were awesome. Some of them sound like you were choking your chicken. So, I mean, whatever.
They learned it from you.
Hey, you know,
I learned
glad
it
I
from you,
teach somebody
Dad.
something.
He rammed
learned
it
it
down
from
there, and he
you.
was just choking like crazy with that one.
No, son, to the left. Damn it, you're getting too much
All
chamage
right.
there.
Was that Jeff Keeler with Kojima?
HR Bomber, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Of course, you can find me on the Twitter.
All right, Bomber, good talk.
Uh,
Thanks. Oh, what? He's back.
What? I'm talking. F
Yeah,
you.
you cut out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big boy. You don't talk to me that way.
You're not my real father.
I was wondering, like, my thing's all lit up and shit. Anyway.
If I was the real father
Anyway.
of either one of you fuckers, I would have drowned you at birth. Anyway.
Daddy, don't say that.
All right, go ahead, Bomber.
Daddy's drinking again.
All right, I'm done.
That was perfect timing, Leo. That was
I'm done.
Daddy's drinking again. Damn. All right, anyway. All right, Leo, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Leonidas 1084 on everything, and find
Except
me
on
hang out with.
Twitch, it's Nick.
That's
Well,
right.
your fault.
And Leonidas on YouTube and
Yeah, your shit's all over the place.
Gee, Leo, you
I think,
sound a lot
I
like
think we've had
Forrest.
this talk a few times, Nick.
The only reason I didn't switch it back is because, well, I didn't want to inconvenience everybody. Because then they would have to switch that name over to everything.
Well, that's very considerate of you, sir. You didn't want to inconvenience everybody else.
you're such a nice guy.
Yes, he is.
How
And
you
you'll-
been the forking crew?
Oh, I'm waiting for you guys to figure it out. So.
All right, and then Evil Ghost. Tell everybody where they can find you at, Ghost.
Wow, it wasn't even done. You're already moving
Oh,
on.
never mind,
Fine, be
go
that
on.
way. No, I'm done now.
Well, I didn't know if your daddy was drinking again, so I didn't want to.
Daddy's mad.
No, I know,
I
I
didn't
know
want to
my
hear you
dad.
getting beat on the
I was
microphone.
adopted.
I just want to say thanks.
Daddy, stop it.
Thanks for everybody coming out. You can find me at the Twitter, Twitch, and everything else.
The herb
So-
shop.
At the herb shop, I know that happens to be the way.
Now,
It's because I believe in legalize
Herb
it.
or Herb.
Herb, man.
Herb. Herb.
Herb.
Like-
There we go. The way Mommy says it. He's got that twang for it.
Herb.
All right, so
Herb.
apparently my girlies just informed me that my dog is pissed off or something, so I gotta go. Everybody have a good night. Talk to you later.
That dog marking everywhere.
And of course, yeah, I'm whoever. I'm
And Wilmy.
yeah. You can
Go
find.
ahead, tell
you
everyone where they can find you.
can- Thank you, Leah.
No problem. That's what
And
I'm
thank
here
you for allowing me to be on your show.
Hey, it's cool.
Dad's drinking again.
Dad's drinking again. Run, mommy.
Oh God. You can find me on Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, Epic Store. Matter of
3DO.
fact, in a couple of days you'll be able to find me on Switch, which is still kind of odd to me. I ordered one, but thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. And sorry about the rant at the beginning of the show. I just wanted to clear that shit up. I mean, come on, people. Google's an easy thing to use. Takes a couple of seconds, 30 seconds to a minute at the most. All you gotta do is Google my name. It pops up all over the place. So, but everybody, thanks for coming out and have a good Thanksgiving if that's what you're into. And if not, then I'm sorry. Have a good one anyway. And we will talk to you guys not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So everybody have a good night, and we will play our favorite song to close out the show.
Fuck it all, fuck it all. Don't give a shit anymore. Fuck it all, fuck it all.
And Fork's not gonna sing to this.
Screw